kids and creative parents. We are back. I am not sure in what state you are. You might be in school and you might be at home. But today, our craft, as you might guess, is mini crowns. There's absolutely no reason to make this other than joy. So that's what I'm going for today. We are going to do a very silly, fun thing just for the heck of it. So, what you're going to need for your mini crown is a toilet paper roll. You're going to need some tape. You're going to need some pom poms if you have them. If you don't, what else works really good is pipe cleaners. If you just coil them a little bit, and you'll see, well, you see where I have them, and you can put those at the top too. The other thing is on standby, I have my hot glue gun just because it works faster for us today, right now. But you can do this with school glue, all right? And my ribbon, and that's going to be clearly to tie it to you. All right, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, and this is just what I did. You can choose more. If you want to use up the whole thing and then cut, that's great. I'm just going to use 6 little things of washi tape. And I'm using washi tape because it's really cute. And it saves me from having to drag out the paints. But nothing wrong with dragging out the paints. If you feel froggy and you want to do that, go ahead and drag out your paints, and you can paint your TP roll in little strips. As you can see, that's how we're going to do it. So here's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to show you how I did it. Now, it's tape, right? But it's also washi tape. So washi tape, the thing that's good about it is that it's sticky, but it's not too sticky. So sometimes it doesn't like to stick and stay, so that's why we need our tape. So I'm going to start right at the bottom and just roll it on around. And that's going to be my first color. All right. Now, and if you have a little ledge, go ahead and just roll it under. There's your first one. So then I'm going to go to my next color, or my next roll of tape. And I think boys and girls can do this. It's not a gendered thing. And honestly, you could do this if you wanted a thing to do for birthdays or birthday parties. This would be a fun thing to have them make their own crowns. But for us, who all need a little bit of joy right now, let's just do it. So go ahead and coil it around. You can see how it makes it, I don't know, it's just easier. And I'm trying to keep this little line in the back about the same, and I'll show you why. It's easier to just tape in one place. So that's my goal with that. You can also see that my washi tapes are different sizes. So I don't really want my the whole TP roll. I don't need it to go. I'm going to do about 3/4 of the way and then be done. But again, you can do the whole thing and it'll be just fine. And then, because then you're going to cut in your little crown points. Okay, and there's my end. Save that. And then I put them in the order I wanted them to appear too. So, and see, this is a particularly thin one to cover up for that really thick one that I just put on. And we're gonna just keep going around. All right. There is that. Okay. And even if the kids get off, like it's not level or symmetric or whatever, don't worry about it. It'll still look cool. So, for the most part, even the littles, I think, can do this. It might take them a little longer and they might get a little frustrated, but, you know, no time like the present to build up a little tolerance. Okay, that is a little too off. So, let's go here. All right. Yes, the other good thing about washi tape, I don't want to speak too soon, but you see how easily it unravels itself? I really like that part. And this is about to be my last line of it. All right, there. So almost 3/4 of the way, and I'm going to put on my last one. And let me, as soon as I can find, oh, here it is, this way. Okay. And this one I want to be right there. And just let it go around. And there you have it. So that's as much as I want to go. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you to go ahead, and that line that you tried to keep, go ahead and put tape on it. And the line probably should go up and down like that. It's just where the tapes come together. All right, just like that. And then the top, I'm going to put a line of tape around. And that's just to hold it down, because when I hot glue or want to glue to it, it's easier if it's already just really stuck. All right, so there you go. So then we're going to cut in our little triangular patterns. I'm going to go for 5 this time. We'll see if I make it. Again, this is not science. You don't have to do it perfectly unless you just want to. See what I did there? I just cut that. It's just a little triangle. And so I'm going to try to go a little bit slimmer this time and cut right to that so it just falls right out. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You see how that goes? Just keep making relief cuts like that. And this time, since I know I want 5, I'm just going to cut 1 and then cut down at about the same angle. Just keep going. Hey, I'm going to get more than 5, which is good. So it's sizing up, looking really good. I think I actually like this one better. Okay. And there we go. There's my mini crown. So the next thing, now I'm going to tape at the top my little crowns again to secure it. You can cut off the excess. And I did this on mine because it just didn't feel right to adhere it, my little pom poms to here. It just kept unraveling with the tape, and I didn't want that. So I started again and just taped to make sure that it wasn't going to come off. And I'm going to do that to each one of them. All right. So it's just, okay. And there. Almost there. That one is almost done already. Okay. So if you put that tape, I guess if you tape all the way up, you probably don't need to do this, because you will have already secured it. So it's whatever is necessary. It's your crown. You see the best way to secure it and do that. For me, this is what's going to work for this particular one. It might be different for each one you make too. So, not rocket science, just a little fun. All right, this is the one that's open, and there is that. So I'm still letting my glue gun heat up a little bit. So I'm going to show you how to put in your holes. All right, So there's the crown once again. And I have a little compass that has my little pokey thing up there. So just, again, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to poke a little hole and try to get it at about the same distance around, or at least half, so that it's kind of equal, so that it sits right on your head. Yeah, that looks good. So now, if you don't have this kind of ribbon, don't worry. Just use string. If you have yarn, use yarn. Use what you have. Okay. And here's what. I'm going to tie a knot. And with this particular ribbon, you have to do that more than one time, because it'll slip right through. And you may have to do that with some skinnier string too. You may have to just tie a knot a couple times so that it doesn't go all the way through when you do it. Okay, so just make a good knot. So I'm going to go on the inside, and you can lay it. I think I'm doing this right. Oh, nope, maybe outside. Let's see. Let's just see. I think I did it outside in. I didn't mind the little twigs being on the outside. And it kind of works better on your head too. So, see how twiggy that is? So I'm just going to cut it off. Yep. There we go. I'm going to do the other side same way. Alright. So guys, for my new creative kids, or my back to school creative kids, I'm going to start you guys off with simpler things. Today is our mini crowns for the sake of joy. Next week we're going to be doing tassel bookmarks, and they're pretty simple. And after that we're going to get a little more in depth. I want you to ease back into making crafts with me, because I know you have probably way more homework, and if you're Zooming, I'm sure that's frustration too. There's that. And so we're going to cut off that excess. So there you go. And from here, and you can see they're not even level, but you can cut them off to make them level or equal. And that's how you're going to tie it on. So then the last thing, the crowning achievement, will be to choose pom poms. So I'm going to choose the green pom poms. And maybe blue. Maybe I'll just choose two colors. So 2, 4, 6, 7. So I will choose 3 of those. And I'm going to be okay with that. All right. So, and just a little dollop. Go ahead. Put my yellows on. Stick them right on. You can see that. All right. And my last one's putting my blue ones on. And you can see they're not all the same size, but it's kind of cute anyways. Alright. So there's our new little mini crowns. Alright guys, have fun making your mini crowns. Enjoy. And hopefully you can get a bit of a smile out of this for yourself and for anybody who gets to witness you in your little mini crown. All right, guys, we will see you in the library, hopefully. Be safe out there, and we will see you soon. You can catch us on Facebook and YouTube.